Good evening. It's me for the time being. How are we all? I'm all dead centre. Looks very strange, doesn't it? Good evening, Carrie Lee and Charlie Grant on all of our platforms. People are still coming in on the score sheet. I haven't pinned it. I will pin it now. There we go. Good evening, Paul. How are we all? Did you all have a good weekend? What did we do? What did we get up to? With my bottle there. Let's see what we're doing. Good evening, Cliff. The other gent is upstairs, just getting ready. Putting his makeup on. Hi, John. Good evening. So we've got a brand new round tonight. Well, it's sort of a revamp of a round we had before, which we're really excited for. Mark's been working on it all day, so he's very excited to get that underway. It's one of those rounds that we can actually explain in about 15 seconds. Fingers crossed. As you know, that we like to overcomplicate very simple aspects of the quiz sometimes, through no fault of our own. As always, if you do want to share the quiz while you're playing, that will get you the coveted sharer badge, or so we think. Either way, it'd be good if you could. Hi, Sandra. As we feel that our audience might be dropping a little bit, and due to a lockdown, we think we can get more people involved to enjoy the fun, invite them all to the family gathering, as it were. So yeah, if we can all share and stuff, I know most of you do. Some of you do it almost instantly when we share on the Facebook, which is always nice. Kathleen, sorry to miss playing tonight. Stuck to my mum listening to her health issues. Oh no, we've got a round just for you, Kathleen. That's a shame. Plain t-shirt, yeah, absolutely plain. Just a plain black t-shirt tonight. I'd like to say it's because I'm doing a whole new stage of minimalism, but it's because I forgot to put my washing on. So, nothing else to it. Good evening, Bev. Good evening, Amy. See, Mark's putting the finishing touches on the quiz and getting it all finalised, so that's why he's not here at the moment. But you've got me, the star of the show. What else have we got going on at the moment? Is that all sorted? No. Good evening, Sam on YouTube. Whew, Debbie's here, thank God. Whew. Might watch it a bit when I drive home. Don't speed this time, Kathleen. It's not American Stupidity round, no, not quite. Rini and Alan are with you. Good evening to you. So we're going to be starting in about 5 minutes or so. So if you are watching on Catch Up, then do let us know on Facebook as well if you do watch us on Catch Up. Leave us a comment if you're watching this later on. Just tell me on the Facebook. Oh, very good, Charlie Grant. Joe, I'm on my Todd just for the time being. When the quiz starts, we'll all be fine. Hola, Tracy and Charlie Kitching. It's Southern Spain near Malaga. Mark is okay, he's just doing some finishing off of the quiz. Suzanne, Leila and Martin are here playing your fabulous score. Oh, thank you very much, Suzanne. It's very kind. Sue Lawrence has dragged herself away from our latest jigsaw just to do the quiz. Honoured. You honour me. Eileen Mary McHale Hartnett, good evening to you. I haven't seen your name pop up in the chat for a while. Oh, there he is.
Oh, what do you mean, there he is? I've still got the... Can I have one more mat, please? Well, you made me one, but I had one. I already had a cup of tea.
3 bloody mats. My God.
I've still got the final rounds recap to do, but other than that, we're fine. So how are we all? So I'm new to this. What have you been saying?
Nothing much.
Your room has a weird smell. Well, a smell. It has a smell.
It's not because it smells weird, it's just because Mark's got his sense of smell back, so please don't assume that I stink.
No, literally, I've got my sense of smell back, and who would have thought you could actually smell the actual butane in shaving foam, as I did when I was getting showered today? It's just weird.
Who'd have thunk it, eh?
Who'd have thunk it? Speaking of who'd have thunk it, there's an amazing new video just been released by Tom Jones, the Tom Jones, which is quite political. Give it a check out.
Hi, Chris Barnes, and Paul says, good evening, Mark.
Good evening, Paul.
Have you got to the T card with the numbers on it?
No, I haven't. Can you bring up last week's? Sorry about this. Can't get the staff, can we?
No, I can't get it.
No?
No,
Well, what have you done with it?
I don't know where it's gone.
No, just a score grid.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Hi, Sarah.
Shocking.
Hi to Team Watkins, says Sue Lawrence. About time, Mark. Minus 20 points of being late, says Charlie Grant. Right, you are.
When you see round 3, you might change your mind.
You've been keeping a smell diary, is it?
No, it's just when you've not had a sense of smell for over 10 years, and this last dose of steroids has brought it back so strongly. Normally when I have steroids, it does bring it back a little bit, but this time it's just been full on that I can smell everything. It's just weird to be actually able to smell things.
No, can't see it.
Okay.
Chris Barnes says, the smell of burnt bacon in the morning.
Mm.
I'm going to put my pens in your mouth.
Right.
Well-oiled machine as always, says Paul.
Okay. Before we start the quiz, something I would like to talk about. Well, both of us really. Quiz Actually, we've always called it the Quiz Actually family, whether you're online with us or whether you're at our pubs. But this weekend has changed things within the family a little bit.
Yeah, we did lose one of the regulars to quite a lot of our quizzes, and genuinely nice guy, Gareth Jones, unfortunately had a very tragic accident and he's no longer with us this weekend. One of those people that you meet a couple of times and he leaves a massive lasting impression, and he was loved by everybody, it seems. So our heart goes out to all of the Joneses family, including Robbie, who's a friend of ours on Facebook, and all the rest of his extended family as well. Yeah,
I think it's just the outpouring of comments about how nice a guy he was across the whole of social media sums up everything about the man.
Yeah, he was genuinely nice. I remember seeing him after a couple of quizzes and he'd always shake my hand and go, bit too hard that round, or that was a bit easy that round. So yeah, we are going to miss him. He was a really nice guy. Gentleman's Relish, who do play the quiz virtually online, he was part of their team as well. Yeah, going after his dog.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
Joseph Spot, I suggested you start kept a smell diary. Yes. I think we just got to the intro, don't you?
We've got about a minute or so left.
Well, I'm going to leave you for the minute and the intro while I finish off round 4.
Right. Good evening, Kathy Clark. I'm back in the centre here. There you are. Hello. No, I'm going to do that now. Get a little bit choked up about using that as well. Really nice guy. Right, we've got quite a few teams in now. You all do join in quite late. You always scare me. I think, oh, we're going to have a quiet one. And then you all flood in, which is nice. I'm also loving the colours of your cells you put on the sheet as well. Very good. Indeed. Good evening, Roy. Kerno is checking in. Not long now. Nice sentiment, Caroline, absolutely. Good evening, Sarah O'Reilly. Right. I think the intro should work if Mark isn't tinkering too much with it. Fingers crossed. Right. Let's pause that. Let's do that. Let's get us on there. There we are. Okay, so as always, we'll kick off with our intro first so you can see what round we're playing tonight.
To play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor. Smashing the glass and then a stupid argument. Something they said and because he didn't like it. Even though knows you, doesn't care cause he's barely even sober, doesn't know what you're doing, what you're saying, something's brewing in the air, you can feel it tonight, you're not alright, cause when he's broken and bleeding, he speaks without speaking, he says he'll fight to defeat them. Takes it to the street end until he's broken and bleeding. I speak, but I'm speechless. It happens every weekend. Happens every weekend. 'Cause we like to play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor.
And our thanks to Rats, as always, for our intro music. Oh, just going to get my bench from downstairs to put my drink on. I've only just run up the stairs. The intro song's playing in your head all day. What have you guys and Rats done to me? It's so catchy, isn't it? Yes. Okay.
Almost there.
Almost there. Right then. So we'll get on with your first round then, round number one.
Yeah, there is no marathon tonight because we weren't sure on timings with the new round that we've thrown in.
Yes.
We decided to delete the marathon.
But there will be a Zoom, and there will also be the money pot, the felt balls anyway.
Yes.
So bear that in mind as well. Right, so round number one is this.
What am I doing?
I don't know. I'll do evens if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. So round number one is all about the USA due to it being the election on Wednesday. Well, not the election, but the
inauguration.
on tomorrow, isn't it? Tuesdays they do that. Right.
Is it 20th? Is it Wednesday?
I always thought it was a Tuesday. Anyway, so all about the United States of America.
Question 1. How many dimes would you get for $1?
So how many dimes did you get for $1? That's number one. Number two, which US city is the home of jazz? So which city, and all that jazz. Which city is the home of jazz? I'm looking for the city, not the state, so bear that in mind as well. Looking for the city, not the state.
Angela's saying that the intro song playing in her head the whole day. What have we and rats done to her? Question number 3. New York was previously called New what?
Mm-hmm. So New York.
Yoik.
New York.
You're an oik.
Hey, I'm walking here.
That's terrible. That's bad.
Says you, sounds like an Indian Irishman every time you do an
Yeah,
accent.
but I don't pretend. I just put on an accent because I know I can't do them, so I just put on an accent that can be any kind of accent.
That nobody in the world has.
It doesn't matter. It's just different, isn't it?
Hi, my name's Mark. Number 4.
What was that?
It's your accent.
Yeah.
We'll give you a question now, this one, so you can think about it. Number 4. Name the 3 US states that only contain 4 letters. So the 3 US states that contain only 4 letters.
And that's to their name for any pedants out there.
Danny Jacob says, good accent, Alex. Yeah, thanks. Are we doing point each or not?
Yeah, we'll do 1 point each for those.
Ooh, so this rounds out of 21 then.
Yes. Because we've got more points available for round 3.
What points are available? Other points are available.
Yes.
Oh, also, I forgot to tell you about our names tonight.
What have you done?
We're no longer Alex and Mark. We are Mario and Luigi.
I have no control over this.
It's me, Mario.
Right, let's get back to the quiz.
Woohoo!
Mental. Question number 5. Which US rapper collected over 60,000 votes in the 2020 presidential election after he stood as an independent candidate in 12 states?
Fran says, leave him alone. Mark.
I wouldn't mind, but your own girlfriend doesn't tell me to leave you alone like this.
Yeah, Sarah's an instigator. She's not a defender. Moving on. I'm surprised you didn't put Bowser. I should have done, really, shouldn't I, Alex? Number 6, or Princess Peach. Number 6, what was the Golden Gate Bridge designed to carry but never did? Was it animals, trains, or water? Sarah wants to see a fight. So what was the Golden Gate Bridge designed to carry but never did? Was it animals, trains, or water? Have you seen those animal bridges you can get? There's loads of them all over the place now.
Yeah.
They're all grassy bridges that go over motorways and things.
Oh, yeah, so the animals can actually go do it. Yeah.
Oh, Fran said that Gareth used to live on her road.
Question number 7. True or false? Is this true or am I completely making it up again? Columbus is the state capital of Ohio. Moving swiftly on.
50-50, nice and easy that one. Number 8, Atlanta is the headquarters of which drinks company? So Atlanta is the headquarters of which drinks company? There's a rumble outside then.
Was it? Sure it wasn't you?
No, it's outside.
What have you been eating? Could it be you?
No.
Question number 9. I like this one. The town of Boring in Oregon, USA has been twinned with which town in Scotland? Is it mundane, dull, or humdrum? Genuine town names.
Bertie and Steve got no idea what you're talking about. No idea.
Bertie's a bit lost in...
Is that where you live, Mark, says Ben?
It is with him. For a year. You thought that was funny. Straight back at you. Get on with 10.
No. You can stew in this. Ooh, Claire's visited the Scottish village too.
Mm.
And finally, question number 10. Have there been more Republican or Democrat presidents in the White House?
As it stands now.
Hey guys, says Donna Potter. Hello. So have there been more Republican or more Democrat presidents in the White House? Very good, Sarah. You almost had her there, I think.
Yes.
I think Bertie's a secret lemonade drinker. Alright, so that is your 10. We'll go on to your recap. Before we do the recap, we shall go on to our... Quiz actually has felt balls. So there you are. So all you need to do is guess how many balls are in the pot. Don't forget, we never take away, we only add balls. They are various sizes and various colours.
Including green, which is why some of them look a bit weird.
Indeed. There's a picture of it there. All you have to do is put in the yellow column to the left of your team name how many balls you think are in the jar. Whoever gets the closest gets 3 points, second closest gets 2 points, and third closest gets 1 point. If you are dead on, you get 5 points, and if you are over, you do get nothing. So bear that in mind as well. Okay.
I've got to work out how many are in now.
You need to, don't you?
Can anyone remember what it was last week? I'm going to have to find it.
The tea card should be up there somewhere.
Yeah, but it wasn't completed.
There should have been things on the back of it. Don't do that.
Right, I'm going to go find those tea cards and just finish off round 4, and then we can relax and chill.
Friday it was more than. Thank you, Bev. Every single week I tell Mark, put it in somewhere we can find it so we can constantly update it so it's always findable. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. And he wanders around like this, trying to find out where it is. And I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be the one that saves it. No. Yeah, Bev, do that if you want. Thank you. That'd help. We know how much we added, we just don't remember how much is in there. Get out of here, Bertie. Hello, Bronwyn. You lot are mean. Oh, before I forget, if you do want to donate, it is down there, paypal.me/quizactually. If you want to just give us a couple of quid, even if you think it's worth £1 or 2, it would really help as well. You can send it to paypal.me/quizactually. Every donation is always appreciated, no matter how big or small. We do really appreciate your donations, and they are rather essential, as we're using that for our food shopping, as we don't earn any money, and we haven't done properly for, well, since the start of the lockdowns. Well, happy birthday for you on Thursday, Bronwyn. Put a running total inside a lid. That's a good idea, Caroline. But then, knowing Mark, he'd probably show it to you. Mark is just finishing off some things, Bronwyn. Yeah, so if you didn't see what we said at the beginning, excuse me, before Mark got here, then our round 3 is 5 fives. It's a revamp of something we did previously, but we've simplified it, boiled it down to all the fun bits, taken away all the unnecessary chaff. So we're really looking forward to that one. And weirdly, it is one of the rounds that looks really fun and is really fun to play, but doesn't take us that long to make. It did today because we've never done it before, but from now on, I think it should be quite a quick one to make. So that'd be good. My day's been alright, Donna, yeah. How's yours? Oh, you're very welcome on YouTube. Oh, Bronwyn is ill. Get well soon, Bronwyn. I can try. I don't seem to have a snap off you, Karina. Alright, I think that's enough for a recap anyway. So I'll get ourselves back to that screen. There we are. So Luigi's currently in another castle. That wasn't funny, I don't know why I said it. Right. Okay, so let's get on with the answers then. These are all worth 2 points each. If it's half right, it's half the points. So if you're half right, you get 1 point. Question number 4 is worth 3 points. And we very stupidly already gave you one of the answers, which we realised afterwards. Thank you very much, Rebecca. Thank you, Sam. Oh no, had a COVID test and then you've got a cold. That's no good, is it? Alright, so all of these then. 2 points for all of these. Alright then. So, number 1, how many dimes would you get for $1? You would get 10. 10 for number 1. Oh, I hope you don't have COVID, Bronwyn. I've had it, it's not fun. Number 2, which city is the home of jazz? It is New Orleans, or as they call it there, Norlands. Home of Cajun Creole cooking as well. One of the places I'd love to visit when the world gets back to normal. Number 3, New York was previously called New what? It was New Amsterdam. It was New Netherlands, which encompassed New York City, Manhattan, Long Island, Connecticut and New Jersey, but New Amsterdam was the name of New York previously. And also it was named after the Duke of York, who led the expedition to conquer it, so that's why it's named New York now. Number 4. The 3 US states that only contain 4 letters, well, you've been given one of them at least. They are Ohio, Utah, and Iowa.
Iowa?
Where?
Ah.
So yeah, you're already given one of them. We realised a little bit too late. So 1 point for all those. 1 and 2 was 10 and New Orleans. Number 5.
Bronwyn, what are you going to tell me?
She may have COVID. Which rapper collected over 60,000 votes in the 2020 election? It was Kanye West. Iowa tenor. Very good, says Bertie. So Kanye West for number 5. Number 6. The Golden Gate Bridge was designed to carry trains, but never did.
Never did.
Never did. Number 7. True or false, Columbus is the state capital of Ohio? It is true. There you go. Number 8. Atlanta is the headquarters of which drinks company? It is Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola for number 8. Or Coca-Cola. Number 9. The town of Boring, Oregon was twinned with which town in Scotland? It was Dull. Dull for number 9.
Dull and boring.
Dull and boring. Thank you very much for the donation there as well. And finally, question number 10. Have there been more Republican or Democrat presidents in the White House? There have been 19 Republicans and 15 Democrats.
16.
Well, it'll be 16 this year.
You updated that.
So 15 to 19. So just a little bit more Republicans. When Mark disappears, is he off sniffing things, says Karina.
No.
Cola Cola. It's a wee village in Perthshire. Well, there you go, Claire. It would be the Perthshire Massive, wouldn't it?
That would know about it.
Indeed, yeah.
Yes.
Unfair advantage. Minus 2 points.
But then again, our American viewers, they would have done all right with that round, I would have thought.
You never know.
You would have thought so.
Most of them aren't here.
Crafty Craig with 12. Amy with 19.
Sorry, yeah, that round was worth 21 points.
Gangsters have 18. Bev has 21. The Kitchings got 19. Sarah got 14 and 20 for the Boaters.
13 and 19 for Fiona and Jackie, respectively. Right, on to your second round, round number 2.
Which is...
Sorry, that was a bit loud there. It is all about nature. 21 for Cheesy D's and 13 for Crafty Craig. Alright, so all about animals and nature. What do you want to do? I will do... I don't mind.
I'll do evens.
Right then, so I'll do odds. Alright, so these are all about animals and nature. Full house, 21 says Cliff, and Roy got 21 as well. So, number 1, what is a female deer called? So what is a female deer called?
No funny comments, please.
Oh dear, oh dear. Got a graphics upgrade, just slightly, Steve. A lot of our rounds I've made a year, 2 years ago, and they just need to be updated a little bit. Nicer pictures, better colours. Plus, you kind of decide to do different.
Joe's mind's going off at a tangent as usual.
Oh, interrupt me then. Jesus.
I'll interrupt you then. You've heard him say that I can now interrupt him. when
Don't
he's
matter, you don't
talking.
need my permission. You do it all bloody time.
Bertie, no, please. Number 2. What ology is the scientific study of the atmosphere?
18 for Sherry on the last round. 17 for round 1. My best score yet. Yippee, says Angela. Well done. Round 1, 21 points because question number 4 had 3 answers. So they were worth 1 point each. So what ology is the study of the atmosphere? Very crinkly paper, I do apologise.
You're a crinkly sort of guy.
Number 3.
Question 3. Oh, God. Why am I doing evens, aren't I? Thank God for that.
Number 3. What type of plant is a saguaro?
I'm glad you had that one.
So what type of plant is a saguaro? You know, I took a picture with your hats on while I won the competition, says Fran. Well done. Hope we're getting a share of your prize money.
You cheeky monkey.
Joe says they got 19. Bertie put 2 is Russ Abatology.
Yes. God, someone's showing their age there. Question number 4. What name is given to a baby marsupial?
A wee babby. Atmosphorology. Nailed it, said Sarah. If you think it's atmosphorology, love, you put it down. So baby marsupial, I wouldn't know that.
No?
All right then. Moving on, question number 5.
5.
Bit of a long one, this one. Number 5. What is the name of the spiny, globular animals that live on the seabed from the seashore to down as deep as 16,000 feet? And now I know why you give me the odds. Lovely. So what's the name of the spiny, globular animals that live on the seabed from the seashore down to as deep as 16,000 feet? Not that it's going to help you with your answer, but I would love to try one.
What?
One of them. I'm not going to say it. Also, thank you very much for your testimonials and your favourite bits from the quiz. We are going to collate all those and try and make a little bit of an advent out of all them. So
Yes, it was very excessively heavy on bacon.
well, you know, you give them the... Bronwyn says Alex. Bronwyn.
Number 6. What is the more common name for the Aurora Borealis?
The Aurora Borealis, entirely localised in your kitchen. We inherited the single atmosphere from some old lady my parents knew, along with some very dubious ceramic characters that would very much be frowned upon today. Think characters on Marmalade, but worse.
Right, I know what you mean.
Number 5, never appealed to me, Maria. Or at least you know what the answer is. Unless you're completely wrong. And you...
That's why it doesn't appeal to her. Okay, on to number
7.
7.
Bit more on a bit of weather. Number 7. Which weather front usually travels faster? Is it a cold weather front or a warm weather front? So which weather front usually travels faster? Is it a cold front or a warm front? Bromman says, what the hell?
If it goes the other way around, is it back to front?
I knew that was coming. The second you open your mouth. Rubbish. Oh! Let's see if I can find it. Got that from Bev.
All right.
Thank you, Bev.
Which I think is right, but I've left the bloody card upstairs.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
Div. Oh, God. Ah! Would you like me to show what I've just bought?
No,
what
I
I've got,
think
Karina?
leave that till next. Leave that till next Monday.
Well, I can because it's a Snapchat.
All right. It's not working with the colour.
No.
With the
I'm going
light.
to turn it off, actually. There, it was a piece of bacon. There you go.
Someone beheaded a squirrel. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Number 8. Oh, I like this one. There are a few options. In which country is the magnetic North Pole located?
Pre-cremation bacon. Mark was like, what the heck is that? I like you said that there's a couple of choices. Yeah, there's every country. It could be any country, couldn't it?
Yes, technically. Apart from the southern ones.
Well, you never know. The polls might have flipped as we started talking. Hashtag Bacongate lives on, says Amy Jo.
Yes.
Quite right.
No, it's not. I feel victimised.
He is so weird, Alex. There's a bacon called Francis. Haha, Francis Bacon. No, it's called Kev. Kevin Bacon. Is in the actor. Number 9. Which type of sea creature is known as a Portuguese man-o'-war? So which type of sea creature is known as a Portuguese man-o'-war?
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
No, geese.
No, Portuguese.
No, Portuguese man of war.
No,
Because
it's
it's about... That's not geography, Sarah.
Well, the number 8 was.
And finally, question 10. Botanically, is the aubergine, eggplants for our US visitors, the aubergine a vegetable, melon, or berry? As defined botanically. I need to bring the, what's it doing?
What down?
The one I've just done. The ones I've just done.
You're in them. This is the
All right, okay.
Sarah says, I'm sorry, Mark, I don't understand what you just said.
Sarah, how do you keep an idiot in suspense? I'll tell you tomorrow.
Joe says, that's very unusual for Mark to correct Alex in pronunciation. That's because he's wrong.
I'm right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's on with your recap.
Your recap.
Your recap.
I'm just going to quickly nip up and get that piece of card that's got the number of how many balls there are.
Okay. Well, there we are. Put that on. Bit of music as well. I don't know why Mark has started doing that with the icons. Hmm.
Should have a quick nosy at the paper while we're sorting through. Thank you very much to the 8 people who have donated so far. He's that mad, he's actually looking up online how to pronounce it.
Go to superglue Mark to that chair. Yeah. Stop going away.
Well, I've got the number now.
Yeah, I've got your number as well, sunshine.
Written on the back of my hand.
Have you started doing this? What's this come from?
Hmm?
What's this come from?
Behind your head, isn't it?
Yeah. Why have you done this?
Well, it started when I saw the American one, which you'd had the hand with the fingers for the numbers, and I thought that'd be good behind your head. It gives you a nice background.
I'll probably do it at the beginning of the quiz, Fran. Thank you, Tracy. The Harry Potter quiz is on the 7th of February, on the Sunday the 7th.
At 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Well, just before.
Going to be at 6 p.m, just so it's more user-friendly for those with younger Harry Potter heads.
Yes.
Bronwyn has ice cream to help her throat. Be very careful. There was a lot of ice cream tested positive for COVID recently.
That's you, Mr. Cheerful.
Just weird, isn't it? Ice cream got COVID. Why have they put a question mark at the end of your donation?
Yeah, you put your team name and then you put a question mark on the end.
It's made it
Well, at least you know who you are now.
yeah. Are we this
Thank
team?
you for that.
Are we that team? Thank you for the donation either way. Thank you so much. Oh, we're running
Quite ahead, really.
right ahead.
That's because you haven't had me to slow you down.
Oh, I wasn't going to say anything.
Ah,
Although we'll see how, for round 3 though, we might need a bit longer on the recap. So
Yes. Yeah. But there are less questions.
more answers though.
More answers.
Charles Kitchen says Harry Potter. She's on her own. It's not for everybody.
The other side of it, though, because we do occasionally have Harry Potter questions in the quiz, it could be research for you.
Oh, we haven't taken the animations off.
Oh. This one's set.
What is round 3? Round 3 is 5 fives.
5 fives.
I've been asked to tell you, can you please do a horror thriller quiz? We did for Halloween, didn't we?
Mm.
Did we not?
We save it for Halloween.
For Valentine's Day. My bloody Valentine. Jackie always falls asleep in a Harry Potter film. Who needs white noise when you've got a Harry Potter film then? You're lucky.
Wow.
You're welcome, Jack.
Bit quiet on the conversations on the YouTube tonight, isn't it?
How many people we got on the YouTube tonight? Let's have a quick look. $125 people on the YouTube. I think you're all really concentrating, that could be it. Sorry, Harry Potter's been too tainted for me, JK being such an awful human being. Well, luckily these are the films, so she hasn't very much to do with them. I don't know what I've done to Bronwyn.
There's a load of us on Twitch.
Is that really?
Says one of the 2 people.
How many people are on Twitch?
2.
2. Hi, you two.
Oh man, but you're on everything else as well.
Yeah, I think you just didn't pad our numbers for us, but thank you.
Please do remember to give this live streaming a share. It does help us with the algorithms. Thank you very much.
Debbie watches YouTube on TV, but comments on here. It's a good idea.
We're not going into it. Just put why is JK awful. We're not going into that controversy. Just do a Google search after the quiz. I don't think it's the right place to go into all that sort of
Trevor
stuff.
Feelgood says Expelliarmus on YouTube. Asparagus.
Asparagus?
Yeah. If you watch it, the film without the sound on, when Snape does it, it actually looks like he says asparagus. Yeah, I love a good bit of seitan. If you are vegan or vegetarian and you want a chicken alternative, seitan is the one. Deep fry it, it's incredible.
What is seitan? Is it a banana?
No, it's wheat gluten.
All right.
We were on Twitch when it kept freezing, says Roy. That's weird. Twitch is usually the most reliable one.
Yeah, I know the Hop and Ruin, their kitchen is vegan, and they do a lot of seitan in the kitchen there.
It's very good. If you're ever in London, the Temple of Hackney do deep fried vegan. If vegan food all tasted as good as that, I'd be vegan. It's incredible. Okay, I think that's enough. That's enough of us gabbing on.
Gabbing on?
Gabbing on. Talking all that guff.
Yeah, please make sure you've got your guesses in. We're getting close now to the time we're going to start sorting them, because we're going to start sorting them in the next break.
The 3 of you now, says Bev. Wow, it's a trio. I was going to say something else then, it's not. Sachin, it's pronounced. I think it's pronounced Satan because the Temple of Hackney used to be called the Temple of Satan. And then they changed their name. Have you showed us your felt balls? Well, we'll have another show of the felt balls, shall we? Get rid of that. Oh, I haven't done the Zoom. We'll do that in a minute. Michelle, if you want to just put your felt ball guess on the score sheet, you don't have to put your full scores in. Just make sure you put it on the score sheet because we're not going to count anything that gets put in the chat. There you are, there's the balls. Oh. I behind the sofa now, a god comes out, says Bronwyn. Right, there you are then.
Okay.
Give her the old donate button. Okay. Nice. So what is a female deer called? It is a doe. A deer.
A female deer.
Number 2.
What ology is a scientific study of the atmosphere? It is meteorology.
That's no problem, Michelle. Just making sure you get counted, that's all. Have you had a terrible steak? It's not about vegan, not vegan. It's about the chef. Yeah. I mean, if you buy well done steak at a restaurant, the chef already doesn't like you. So.
Number 3.
A saguaro is a kind of cactus, and it's the ones that you see in westerns. The ones that look like that. I didn't mean it to grow like that. That looked really weird.
That looks quite rude.
Sorry. So there you go. It's a cactus. Should we do it one more time? Oh yeah.
Freak. What name is given to a baby marsupial? It is a joey.
How you doing?
Think of Skippy the bush kangaroo.
Number 5. Excellent cactus effect, says Amy Jo. Thank you very much. The name of the spiny globular animals that live on the seabed of the seashore down as far as 16,000 feet. They are urchins. I'd love to try one. They do mean lots of sushi stuff.
Wasn't that what we got stung by in Turkey that time?
No, I was stung by an anemone on my foot.
Oh,
wasn't
of course it was. Yeah, we were sat on a... You really got them badly. It
Yeah.
got me a little bit, but you got it really badly.
All down my leg. Awful. Number 6. The more common name... Sorry.
The common name for the Aurora Borealis is the Northern Lights,
It is a family-friendly quiz, Sarah.
which they had in Scotland too long ago, quite strongly.
I mean, due to a solar flare that happened in the 1800s, you can see it in London.
Yeah.
Now, number 7. Which usually travels faster, the warm front or a cold front? It is a cold front. We put aerology for 2. I don't believe that's it. You can see them in Perthshire. Again, the Perthshire's coming back, isn't it?
No, what? Everyone should go and live in Perthshire.
Yeah, it's not the
apparently.
best place to be, isn't it?
The magnetic North Pole is located in Canada, though it does move around. It does technically move,
But not out of Canada.
but it still remains in Canada.
The last flip happened 780,000 years ago, so we're probably due one. Yeah. Number 9. The type of creature is a man-o'-war. It is a jellyfish. Jellyfish for number 9.
One of the big ones, I think it is.
Is it? I thought it was a small one.
I know it's very, very, very stingy, really bad.
Stingy. That's the correct pronunciation for that.
Yeah,
Stingy.
very, very stingy, potentially lethally stingy. Okay, botanically, the aubergine is a berry.
Debbie Logan says aerology uses the alternative study of Earth's atmosphere. In other definitions, aerology is the free atmosphere, the region above the planetary boundary layer.
But is that the scientific study of the atmosphere?
Number 8 was Canada, Sarah.
I don't think that's the... Meteorology is the study of the atmosphere, not aerology.
Small.
It might be about a certain area.
Maybe give you 1 point for aerology then, because you're
You've
half
been-
right, perhaps.
You're being generous.
I am. So aerology will give you 1 point, but as you said in the definition, it was technically above the Earth's atmosphere that's the study of, so we'll give you 1 point for that. So Fiona got 12, Fran got 2 out of 10, the Gangsters got 16, Amy got 12, Crofty Quay got 14, Claire got 13, and Sarah got 14.
We will do the Zoom during the recap for round 3, because round 3 is going to be quite long
Yes.
on its recap.
Yes. All right. Let's put the intro on then for the next bit around. And there we are, we're back. So it's 5 fives.
So we're going to give you 5 questions only. But each of those 5 questions has 5 top answers based on the way you sort that, either tallest, smallest, most recent, etc., etc. You just have to name those 5 for each question.
Yeah, each one's going to be worth 1 point each. So 1 point for each one that you get correct. If you get any that aren't in the top 5, they won't be counted. Lads, can I please have a shout out? Happy birthday to Katie up in Washington. She's 46 today. We do the Monday quiz every week. Well, happy birthday, Katie in Washington.
Happy birthday. It's nice to have someone on YouTube give us another comment.
Indeed.
Yay!
So extra special birthday wishes to you because you did it through the different channel. Right. So there's no minute time in this one. It's just going to be questions and we'll do a recap after the 5.
So your first question.
Portuguese man o' wars are not jellyfish. They are siphonophore, which is related to jellyfish, but it's not technically a jellyfish. Well, if you knew that, you knew the answer either way.
So you can have that sign or whatever it is, or a jellyfish.
Yeah, siphonophore or a jellyfish.
Yes, you can only name 5 things per question. You have to decide on just 5 things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, you can only pick 5. If you pick more than 5, they won't be counted. Don't forget.
Well, for each more than 5 you choose, you can take a point off.
If you're playing honestly.
Yes.
Yes.
So just give me the 5. So your first one is name the 5 previous. This is because we've got the president thing coming up. Name the 5 previous US presidents prior to Trump, starting with the most recent.
Yeah. So the president immediately before Trump, and then the 4 after that one.
The way you write them down doesn't matter what order.
Doesn't matter what order, no.
No.
But you do need to get all of the 5. 1 point for each of the 5 you get. If you get more than the top 5, you don't get any of those.
We've decided though, when we are going to do it in the pubs this round, because we can actually monitor it.
What did you do?
I haven't done a thing.
Go and press it because I've muted it just so you couldn't do that earlier on.
I haven't done anything. What do I do?
Just press it, yeah.
I haven't done a thing. You'd have heard me say it.
My alarm just went off. I don't know.
Keeps doing that. Anyway, where was I before you talked? Oh yeah, so when we do it in the pubs, you would get a bonus point for getting it in the right order, but because we can't check you, and it's very, very subjective to cheating, we're not going to give that extra bonus points.
Sarah says insert wolf noises. Yeah, so don't forget, all of these only are 5 questions, but each question has 5 answers, so there's 25 answers, but most of these shouldn't be too taxing. You might have to struggle with a couple of them, but that's the whole point. So, number 2. This is name the 5 largest countries in Europe, and that is by area. So the 5 largest countries in Europe by area.
Fine.
Okay. So the 5 largest countries in Europe by area. So you need to name the top 5. You get 1 point for each you get correct. But if one of your answers isn't in the top 5, you don't get any points for that one.
Yeah, we're not taking points away for wrong ones.
But it's up to you to decide what you think the top 5 are. That's the point.
Where's that? No, that's not worth it.
Katie May says, thanks, James Hancock. I'm 39, but thanks. Happy 39th then, Katie. Oh, dear.
Saying she was 46.
James.
How very naughty of you.
That's funny.
The third question. Oh, I like this one. Name Kellogg's 5 top-selling cereals in the UK.
So these are all Kellogg's.
So basically the boxes, different boxes that you can get, which are the top-selling ones that they sell in the UK?
It's the bacon time, says Alex. I don't know why I did that. But it's on mute as well, so...
What got me is you blame me for it. I
I
haven't been in here, have I?
Talk about...
That's the whole continent of Europe.
Not just EU countries, just countries in Europe. But thank you for mentioning it, just in case we can clear anything up for you. It's always good. Thank you for the donation there.
Mm-hmm.
Donna Potter says 5. Yes.
Yes, we want 5 of them.
5.
That's why I called it 5 fives. I'm quite happy with my graphics with this one.
The only thing I did was the logo. I marked everything else. Very good. Jellyfish. Whatever, Joe. The experts in jellyfish were obviously more clever than us, but they would have got the answer either way because they're smarter than us.
Number 4.
Number 4. According to data taken in 2018 and 19, name the 5 busiest UK airports. Not a jellyfish, says Paul. Whatever. It's not a tulip either.
Mrs. Bolter, give him a slap.
Oh, Charlie Grant, you've got plenty of time for these. That's why the recap's going to be quite slightly longer. You're going to get at least 10 minutes for the recap now. So there's only 5 questions, so once we've done this one, the entire time's going to be a recap until 9 o'clock at roundabouts.
Yeah.
I think. As it's a brand new round, we might have to fine tune the timings, but we'll see. Kathy Clark says none at the moment. Yeah, that's why we did 18-19 data, because they'd be very sparse if we took them now.
Jo says she's an urchin, a cheeky one at that.
Mm.
And finally,
Number 5.
name the first 5 Star Wars films in order of release.
Shoreham Airport might be the busiest, says Zachary Star. So that's your 5 questions, and you get a nice big recap, which gives you plenty of time to get your top 5 answers. Don't forget, you have to choose which 5 of your answers you are putting as your top 5.
Mm. Oh, incidentally, we did have an email from friends of Zach. We will get back to you tomorrow. We've just had a real hectic weekend. We haven't been ignoring you.
Sarah says Star Wars 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Sorted. Well, no, actually, because they had different numbers.
Yes.
But I'll leave it at that. Okay. There is a recap. Okie dokie.
Yes, I did it with a proper recap,
Well done.
which is basically a single thing.
Excellent.
So there they all are. One thing I wasn't sure of with this one is for you and your screens, does the orange look okay against the blue?
Excuse me. Bobby's Big Skets. Yes, Sarah, I can do that for you.
I'm
312.
glad you've clarified that. It's just sounded weird just coming out with that randomly.
Right.
I think it's time for a Zoom.
I think it's time for a Zoom.
I think it's time for the Zoom. Are we ready for the Zoom?
Right then. Looks fine on them. Okay on TV, not so great on computers, says Bev.
Yeah, what we're going to do is once it appears on one of the 3 streams, you've got 30 seconds more in the other streams to actually come up with it. Otherwise, we don't offer it on the other streams. So you literally, we're not going to tell you when it comes in.
We need the actual names, Angela, for number 5. The actual full names of the Star Wars films. The number isn't important. You just need the full name.
Well, we don't need the Star Wars bit, but we'll need the other bit that goes with it.
You need the subtitle, essentially.
Yes, the
So if
subtitle.
it was Star Wars 7, the search for Red October, you'd just need the search for Red October.
Yes.
You wouldn't need Star Wars 7. Right, so let's do the Zoom then.
Okay.
Okay.
Alex did show this to me earlier, and I didn't get it.
So again, first person to guess it on Facebook, YouTube and Twitch.
But it's got to be 30 seconds after the first one that gets it correct.
Orange comes across well, says Caroline. Good.
Thank you.
So I'll leave this on and then I'll put the recap back on the screen as well because...
Yeah, we'll just give that a bit longer. People know what's going on with the... No, it is not a telephone.
No, we're not talking about any remasters, just order of release. I think so.
Yeah.
Huh? Mm-hmm. See, all the questions that all the answers that you give us that are wrong, give us ideas for things to do for other times.
Yeah.
I will say that at least one social stream has guessed it correct.
You have now got 15 seconds remaining on the others.
Right, I'll put you back to the screen there, just because obviously you can do that now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We had a correct answer on Facebook. We had a correct answer on YouTube. by two different people, which were...
Fiona McLeod and Alec McKee on YouTube. So, shall I tell you what it was?
Yes, you show them.
I'll tell you what it was. The answer was a guitar tuner. So it was the bit at the end of the guitar that you tune. So it was Fiona McLeod got it on Facebook and Alec McKee got it on YouTube. Nobody guessed it on Twitch because there's only two of you there. So thank you very much for trying. Anyway, put it back. So we're going to leave this on for quite a while now, so you've got plenty of time to get that sorted.
Yep.
But we're really ahead as it is anyway, so...
Yes. What new rounds do you want?
Rudy Gillett and a chef.
Oh, also, we're what are we up to on Friday? On Begins With.
We're up to begins with C.
So Begins with C. So we're needing rounds that begin with a letter C to do on Friday. Do throw into the your examples and your suggestions into the chat. What rounds beginning with C? Nice ones. Remember, this is a family show.
Sarah.
Should be naughty again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, comic books, cars, Chris Hemsworth, Christmas, cakes. Christmas, honestly.
Chocolate.
Chocolate's a good one.
Not crispy bacon, Roy.
Cartoons, comedy, children's TV, childish antics. Oh, we met around and get out of that, Bev. Computer game rounds at Ash. I'd love to, but I think we'd alienate a good chunk of our audience doing that. Crown. Crisps.
I'm not sure what we could do. How we could do a crisp round.
Cryptic cartoons. Countdown, says Trevor. Ooh. Countdown round. Don't know how we get past the copyright on that one. Close-ups. That would ruin a lot of our Zooms, though. I like doing it. What up, Nathan, on YouTube? Thanks for tagging us again. Colours, close-ups, cars. Guess the flavour of crisps. How would you do that by sight alone? Carry on films, even though we don't like films, says Joan.
Conundrums. Ooh.
Cryptics.
I think conundrums really separate an audience out, though. You're either really good at it or you're not good at it at all.
What about a new cracking round? Says Bertie. Coats. You can blur out photos of brands for people to guess.
Where's that C?
Cinema scenes, says Charlie Grant, resident movie buff. Curtains. What? Curtains? Chris Evans. Cockney rhymes. Brands of crisps, blur them out. That's what she means.
Right, Coronation Street.
Chris Akabusi.
I could do a Coronation Street quiz. Because we did get given a Coronation Street quiz box by friends.
Around all about Cleethorpes, says Mary. Jonathan, says Alex. The year items were invented. That doesn't begin with C, though. Constellations? Cinnamon round. Guess the recipes with cinnamon in them, says Bertie. I don't believe that. Chris Kamara. Don't know, Jeff.
Sure.
Share, yeah.
I could turn back time.
Chris Kamara Crows. Can you please say happy 73rd birthday to Roy, brackets dad, for tomorrow, please? That's from Anna.
Happy birthday.
Happy 73rd, Roy from Kerno. I hope you have a lovely day. Cocktails, says Ash. Chefs. Canada round. Cocktails. We did booze on Fridays. We can't do cocktails again. Crossroads. You mean the short-lived
Sitcom.
ITV show?
Oh, no, it was long-lived.
But the revamp wasn't.
No.
Kitchens with a C. Car brands. That could be kind of cool.
That'd be up in Perthshire, I suppose.
Car brands might work. Classic games. You give us a lot to think about there.
Yes. What are you thinking of this round? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I suppose you won't really know until you get the answers.
Cruft winners. Crabs. So don't forget, you're going to get 1 point for each one of these you get correct. So there's quite a lot of points available. So there's 25 points, obviously, for this round that you could get. Don't forget, you have to have 5 answers, and then you need to make sure that you've got those are the answers that you want to have. You can't have more than 5. Croft. Tracy Ann likes this round. Carbs, said Sarah. Cats.
Cock or chicken round?
Caravan Brands, that's got to be it. My God. Like it, but need more time between questions. So
Okay.
So instead of a longer recap, you prefer a longer space between questions.
Fair enough.
Something to consider.
It's the first one. We always have to tweet when we've done one.
But it's lovely because it's one of the rounds that you can explain in 10 seconds, which we don't normally have.
We've had this on the back burner now for about 4 months, haven't we?
Cock or balls, says Sarah. You don't have to get them in order, Amina. They're just the top 5.
Yeah.
We did like to do a bonus for getting them all in order, but I just think they're too hard, most of these, to get all in order. Cameo round. What's in a base relief brooch?
Word up.
Yeah. It's the code word. Okay, long between questions.
That could work.
Canines.
Mm.
Cyberpunk glitches. You could do 5 rounds on Cyberpunk glitches, Ash. Disney for D. That could be a good one. Famous Chris's. Specifically cameos on Big Bang Theory. Good night.
I think they're winding you up there.
Call of Duty. Which alcoholic drink makes you throw up the most? Cider. Begins with a C. Top 5 is great, but you're giving too long. B reported the answers. Not quite sure what you mean, Charles.
We're giving them too long to come up with the answers, maybe. What time are we at? 56. We're going to give it 2 more minutes. Oh, we've got to put our felt balls in order.
We have, yeah. So, very quickly, you've got literally 30 seconds. This is the Inquisition. In Bebo Ergo Sum Gets Technical, Charlie's Angel. That's it. Those 3 teams. If you need to get your felt ball guess in as soon as possible, please. Once again, that is Charlie's Angel. In Bebo Ergo Sum Gets Technical, the Inquisition. That's it.
I'm not sure what I've done there, but...
I mean, I think you read it out better than I did, I think.
All right.
Get your balls in order. I know, what we like, eh?
I can just virtually hear a little bit of that music in the background. It sounds awful. Tinky, tinky, tink.
What's wrong with that? Oh, once again, how do you know if Mark doesn't like a bit of music? Don't worry, he'll tell you several thousand times a night. He does it when he gets in the car, bored of this song, but you're not driving, so you can shut up. Right. Unfortunately, we've got one team, the Inquisition, who haven't put their score in for your money pot your felt ball guess. You can do it in the next few seconds before I sort them in order. Chinese takeaway items. I like it. Sandra Bradshaw likes the music. Thank you, Sandra. I knew you had taste. Okay, so I'm going to very quickly check. Has Inquisition got it in? No, they haven't. Sorry, Inquisition. We cannot count anymore. Do. Right, what are we at?
So that's. I reckon we will start at that one purely because of the name. That one, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Computer Commodores. Sexy poo parties. What? Okay.
I think Sarah's been on the licorice again.
Indeed. So that's that one.
Yeah.
So that means.
Right. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to start with
number 32 with 292.
Is under.
One unicorn plus 293.
Is under.
Portrait of a Cock at Midnight and Ben doesn't like PG tips. 294.
Is under.
295 for Quizzed Harry and Indoor Boaters.
Under.
We've got Bez Brainiacs. 296.
Is under.
Expandables and Exile for the Good of the Realm. 297.
Under.
298 for Photo Finish.
Under.
Kerno, Cat's Whiskers, Charlie and Lockdown Factory and Noski's Servants. 299.
Under.
Kathleen Loves Mark's ASMR under. Lone Angel, Spectacle Bears, The Neighbours. 300. This is Sparta.
Under.
301 for the Cheeky Slags and the Fire Breathing Rubber Ducks.
Under.
Kirby Hill, ooh, 302.
Under.
Monty B. Tardy, 305.
Is under.
Smarties Bunch and Mickey's Mouseketeers, 310.
Is spot on.
So there we go.
310. So with Kathleen saying liking my unders, it has become a bit of a catchphrase for me with the quizzes, because normally in the pub I'm actually wandering around to the individual teams themselves, so I'm deliberately interacting with them that way. I now get people just shouting it across the street at me, or in supermarkets. I can be in one aisle and there's someone at the other end of the aisle, and so all of a sudden I just hear under really loudly. It gets a bit bonkers.
Zachary Starr got it right again. So yeah, Mickey's Mouseketeers and Smarties Bunch, you both get 5 points in your bonus column, as you were spot on. Monty B. Tardy were closest but under, so you get 2 points. And the Kirby Hill get 1 point, as you were the third away. So well done to those 4 teams. You did very well there. Excuse me.
Debbie Logan, whenever I play a word game that has the answer under or over, I always say it in Mark's voice, help me. Indeed.
Okay then. There is a surgery to help.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think you printed the answers out, so we'll have to just do it.
I did.
No, you didn't.
It should have printed out.
You didn't.
I printed one.
Didn't.
I'm just going to nip down because I've just realised I haven't taken my last tablet. I'll let you do the first one.
Okay. Better than shouting felt ball, says Jackie, yeah. That would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Okay, so once again, every correct answer is worth 1 point. But you need to have the top 5s. If you get anything out of the top 5, you don't get any points. I'll do that a little bit, because that's very loud. You lot are very strange. I love it. Okay. So, the 5 previous US presidents prior to Trump, starting with the most recent. So, here we go. The most recent is, of course, Barack Obama. So, again, these are all worth 1 point. Regardless of what position you get them in, they're worth 1 point. Before Obama, there was George W. Bush, or George Bush Jr. Before him, it was Bill Clinton. Before Bill, it was George H.W. Bush, or George Bush Sr., and then the one before George H.W. Bush, it was Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was the final one of the top 5. Ronald Reagan? You mean the actor? So there you go. That was your top 5. So again, Barack Obama, George W. Bush or George Bush Jr., Bill Clinton, George H.W. Bush or Bush Sr., and then Ronald Reagan. Mark's taking a while, so I'll do the first 2 and you can do the last 3, I think. So the 5 largest countries on the European continent by area. Kathleen obviously got them all correct, with the nerdy glasses as well. So we have Russia,
It's a jug of water.
Ukraine. So again, Russia is the largest, then the Ukraine is the second largest. Then we have France, Spain.
And then this last one threw me. I wouldn't have got this one.
1 point for all of these, Yolanda. 1 point for each one of the top 5 you get correct. Is Sweden. I would have put Germany on there, but it isn't. Sweden is larger than Germany, I think. Just larger, isn't it? I think Germany's just below Sweden.
I can't remember.
But there you go. Russia is the largest. Sweden is the 5th largest. So these are all worth 1 point.
Number 2. Kellogg's. No, 3.
Okay, Russia isn't considered Asia because it also lies on the European continent. Capital of Russia's in Europe as well, isn't it? So
yeah.
That's how it's classed.
Just the Russian part, just the European part of Russia is big.
It's
enough.
still the largest, yeah.
Okay, on to the Kellogg's cereals. Again, I would have struggled with the lower ones on this one. Number 1, obviously, has got to be cornflakes. Number 2 is Crunchy Nut cornflakes. Number 3 is Rice Krispies.
Greenland is part of Denmark, but is not classed as a country.
Number 4 is Cocoa Pops. What would you reckon the 5th one is, as you've not seen these?
Cheerios, but I think that's Nestle. I don't know. Frosties.
Frosties is your fifth one.
Americans do call it Frosted Flakes, as that's the actual brand name in America, but there you go. Yeah, Denmark isn't classed as a country, though.
Denmark is, but it's
Sorry,
it's a territory,
Greenland.
it's not the country.
Yeah, Greenland does belong to Denmark, but it doesn't make up Denmark. Cocoa Puffs is the same thing, Kathleen, yeah. So Frosted Flakes is the same thing, and so is Cocoa Puffs. But weirdly, Frosted Flakes over here are the generic name, and over there, they're the actual real name. Weird. But there you go.
And the final one.
No, not the final one.
Fourth one, rather.
Four.
The 5 busiest airports in the UK. Of course, it has to be London Heathrow. Followed by London Gatwick. Then it's Manchester. No, the last two. Is London Stansted.
I wouldn't have thought Stansted.
No, I wouldn't have done.
And then the
Last one is London Luton.
London's the busiest in the UK, just completely apart from Manchester.
Yeah.
Wow. How crazy. Get your act together, Mark. Quit taking off answers during rounds. Taking off during answer rounds. Yeah, stop doing that. And then your final one, the first 5 Star Wars films in order of release. Starting with Episode 7.
A New Hope.
We're not going to have the episode names in there. All you need is just the actual subtitle.
It's episode 4, actually.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was messing around. Next up is Empire Strikes Back. Then after that one, it was Return of the Jedi. No, you don't divide by 2 for this round, Fran. It's out of 25. Next up is The Phantom Menace. That is episode 1. And then the one that came after that one is The Attack of the Clones.
So, Sarah, you were wrong because it was 4, 5, 6, 1, 2.
Bloody hope we got the plain one right, says Zachary Star. Yes, you should.
Okay, so now we've done it. Next time we do this round, do we give a bonus point if you get them in the right order? Bear in mind they might be slightly trickier in the future. So just give us a yes or no on that. Do you want us to in future give a bonus point if you get them in the right order?
Janet says yes on YouTube. Sarah said got them right. With Kane in the room, I would hope so. No, says Crafty Craig. Makes me angry they're not on order, says Sarah. I think he released them that way because he knew he didn't have the CGI power to do the scope.
No, he wanted to do that story and then do because he wanted the big reveal first at the end of.
Zachary Star loves the round, by the way. Bonus
Thank
point
you.
might be good. Oh, okay, let's give us a total of 30. Yeah, maybe. 21. No recap. Too long, says Roy. Fair enough. No bonus. I'd say no.
I like this one. I think this sums it up. So it is going to be no while we're doing it this way. I say no. We spent quite a lot of time agreeing on 5, so I think the order would cause more confusion. I think it's going to be easier in the pub when you've all got one sheet and you're writing on it and working out your order.
So there you go. That round was worth 25 points. Well done if you did quite well on that one. No more of that round. Thanks for giving it a go, says Alice Bell. I like it. No more. Thanks for trying, but no more.
Yes.
I like it. So round number 4, it ends with, and tonight all of your answers end with the letter C.
I see what you did there. What are you giving me?
A punch. I don't know.
And he talks about me and violence.
I'll do odds.
You just wanted to give me that really long one,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do bonus points online.
No, we won't do it online. I think because you're in different places, it makes it a lot trickier to actually finalise them in an order once you've got them all.
Yeah, let alone get them in order.
Yeah, we'll leave that to when we do it in the pubs.
Number 1. What is the name of a building that houses several medical practitioners? So what is the name of a building that houses several medical practitioners? Thank you, Fiona. Trying to think of 10 words ending in C.
We had 20 and then we cut it down to 10, didn't we?
Yolanda loved the round. Guess what, guys? Mark was just tweeted by Annie Nightingale. I love it. During the quiz, actually was tweeted by Annie Nightingale. You couldn't write it. Brilliant. If we get Lisa Stansfield to give us a message now, it'd be...
I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh, I had to.
It just literally pops up on my phone. I wasn't going to say anything.
That's funny.
Question 2. I got tears. Tears of laughter. Which ocean is larger, the Atlantic or the Pacific?
I agree. It would be okay. Too much for paying online, says Mina.
Yeah.
And then Julie said, also people cheat. Julia, people could cheat the entire quiz. It doesn't really matter. We're not,
Oh, that was funny.
The quiz is based on honesty. If you want to lie and say you've got all the questions right, you're welcome to do it.
We wouldn't know any different, would we?
You're welcome to, but we wouldn't know any different.
It's for you having fun that matters.
Yeah, okay.
Question 3.
Number 3. What L is the science of accurate thinking? So what L is the science of accurate thinking? What could that be? Kathy Clark said, what's the point in cheating? Sentiments exactly. General knowledge on Friday, says Fran. We'll be doing a pick your score. That's our new schedule for Fridays, is pick your score for round 4.
Speaking of 4, question 4.
What a segue.
Indeed.
Spelled very weirdly. Segue.
Sigweed. Sigu.
Segue.
4. Which word means funny and is also a type of magazine?
The answer to the first question is pathetic, says Bertie. That ends in a C. You got the right idea, just not the right execution.
You don't execute people though, surely.
You never know.
You can't say that!
I know.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. The darkest thing I've ever said.
That's beyond non-PC.
Yeah.
I can't believe you. He doesn't even say that sort of thing off air.
Thank God I muted it. Jesus.
Anyway, moving on.
Number 5. In the Bible, or Bible, who was the father of Jacob and Esau?
Esau.
Esau. Never read it, don't care. So in the Bible, who is the father of Jacob and Esau? I think people know you're being facetious, Bertie.
Give me an hour to read this next question out. Question number 6. I have got absolutely no idea on how to pronounce that. Not only is it really long, I can't pronounce that damn word. I'll have a go.
You don't need a surname for 5, Bertie.
Number 6. What is the name given to the brandy produced in the Charente and Charente-Maritime regions of France, and is specifically named after a town in that local area? You put me in really big as well, then, just because I couldn't pronounce it.
Yeah, it's your time to shine.
It's been really nasty tonight. Have you noticed this? Someone reckons it's a singer on Harlequin on Masked Singer. I don't watch that.
Oh, you think Lisa Stansfield might be the
Yeah.
Harlequin, right? I watched it when it was last on. I really enjoyed it. Me and Sarah really loved it.
Yeah.
Is that behind a mask? Whoa!
What have you done
I
there?
don't know.
Question 7. Move on.
Lovely Arian Francis, Claire. You've gone to all these lovely places, Claire. You've gone to Perthshire, you've gone to that place. Fantastic. Number 7. Which hearty word begins and ends with C? So which hearty word begins and ends in C?
You did say that off, didn't you?
I did. Charlie Gott says, can you please repeat question 6, Mark?
No.
No.
Essentially, no.
Thank you for the donation there.
From the Spawn team.
So which hearty word begins and ends in C?
Question number 8. Whose last words were supposedly, "Hold the cross high so I may see it through the flames"?
Don't forget the answer ends in C. They all end in C.
See what you did.
I think that makes it a lot more guessable now you know the last letter, I think.
Yes.
Yes. He's just catching up with correspondence with his famous DJ pals.
Shut up.
Is 8 Jesus. Jesus. I've missed all the questions between 2 and 7, says Joe.
Well, they'll be on the recap.
Yes. Nailed it, said Bertie. That's terrible.
So someone sent me a bacon donation.
Thank you very much. We have so much bacon to eat. I actually had like 5 rashers earlier today and we're not even dented it.
At least it lasts.
No,
And we've got some of it in the freezer as well, just in case.
Number 9. What mountain was climbed for the first time in 1786? This would be a lot harder if you didn't know the last letter was C as well. But I think now you know that the last letter is C, it does even it out a lot.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Well, I'm going to send you to Tesco's to get me some Prosecco. Because I'm not drinking alcohol. We are on what date?
I don't know,
18th. So I've gone 18 days without alcohol, which is quite a long time since that ever occurred. So I must have been ill at some point for that to happen. So yeah, I've gone 18 days without any alcohol, and I've made a vow that I'm not going to do it till I can go to a proper gig.
I like that. Mount Everest. That's funny. I like that. And finally, question number 10.
Number 10. What medical term describes a reaction to gliadin, a gluten protein in wheat, barley and rye, etc.?
We're in the suspense of that. You did it quite well, annoyingly.
Someone give us a donation, mentioned the word Spanglish. Thank you very much.
Thanks for recapping. Is it pronounced recap or recap? It's recap, of course. Prosecco is lovely. When I retired in December, my colleagues loved it.
Yeah, I got it by accident at Tesco's. I got the wrong bottle. But it's actually all right.
I had it as well. Yeah, I had it as well tonight. It's quite nice.
Yeah, it's not bad to say it's non-alcohol.
I would drink just regular Prosecco because I didn't make any such promise.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to...
My New Year's resolution was to only drink in days with a Y in. Going quite well so far. Very good, Amina. Yeah, I went to my doctor and I said I don't drink anymore. I don't drink any less. Right.
Thanks for the Monday. I can't read the rest of the text.
I love that. It's a little...
Yeah, I've done hearts. Done that with the hands. Thank you very much.
They had to wait to climb it. There was a fence in the way. Fleur doesn't speak for the entirety of the quiz.
Are you sure, Fleur? Are you sure it's not a gate?
I don't know, but you've left that there. Right. And once again, if you want to donate,
Do you want to put some Plinky Plink stuff on in the background then?
Plinky Blink. Wow.
Plinky Plink as we talk about Plonky Plonk.
You've been so funny tonight, boys. You're cheering all quizzes up. Keep going and thank you. Thank you very much, Ellie.
Thank you, Ellie.
What lovely words of encouragement they are. That's very nice, thank you. Or a gate, says Sarah. I didn't know my girlfriend was such an instigator. I can't believe this.
She's taking my side now for once. Well, that's one side.
She's not taking your side. She's just taking any side that causes the most offence.
Yes, true.
It's the bickery that makes me laugh, says Bev.
Well, it's going to be. It's looking that it's going to be at least April before we can do the cooking thing. Because we've got to set it up, get it all set up and properly done. But that's when you really see the bickering, and there will be a warning ahead of it. Whereas this is done as a family show, when the two of us, this is just us normally in the kitchen. The insults flying. There are some naughty words used.
I would say that the Patreon specifically isn't family friendly because when we do our Zoom quizzes, we don't want to censor anybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, when we do the Patreon, which we are working on. Yes, you're just as funny being brothers as you are nephew and uncle. Fleur says, I'd forgotten the story. It's been a style. Oh my god. I wouldn't mind. That's actually slightly cleverer than the usual fence jokes we get. So it's been a style. Claire says, hope you're feeling better, Mark. Clearly he is. He won't stop gabbing like a hyena laughing tonight.
Yeah, I'm fine. Again, they just give me a boost. It's happened 3 times in the last 6 months. They give me a massive mega dose of antibiotics, and they also give me a huge dose of steroids at the same time, which really clears me out. But I've now been referred to a respiratory specialist. But then, in the current situation, I don't know when that's going to be. But at least I'm on the list now.
Like I said, I would have thought respirologists are in quite high demand.
Yes.
Since there's respiratory disease
decimating. I'm not holding my hopes up, but at least I'm actually now officially in the process, which is good.
Kathy says it'd be like Hell's Kitchen, yeah, but with more swearing.
Yeah, we'll make that Gordon Ramsay look like a wimp. Telling me off over the kettle as well.
Excuse me. I like the Doctor Who people who came back and stayed questioning the relationship between you both. Well, we get it a lot. We bicker like an old couple, you know.
When you've spent 12 months with this, what do you that locked up with just this? What do you expect? It's nearly 12 months, isn't it?
Mm.
Feels like it.
Long enough.
Oh dear.
It's about 11 months and 31 days too long.
And we are going to do, as our first, provisionally, the first thing we're going to do is the amazing bacon hot pot.
Charlie Grant says you've been referred to a respiratory consultant, but you're not holding your breath.
Yes. Did I actually say that? I think I did.
Oh dear. I think that's enough time for the recap.
Okay.
Or the recap,
A recap.
as it is called round
I
here.
think so.
Round here at Quiz Actually
We're
Towers.
actually going to end slightly earlier tonight, I think. Just double check that's right. Yep.
Yeah. I've just been diagnosed as possible asthmatic, waiting for Blue and Brown plus Scacers add peat floor to arrive. Wow. Does Annie Nightingale take your breath away, says Matt Neeland. Any woman would. There you go. Let's get rid of that donate button.
All right.
Alright, so these are all worth 2 points each for all these.
I was trying to be clever and think of who did the song "You Take Your Breath Away," the one that was used in Top Gun, but I couldn't think who it was as a response.
Oh, I can't remember now. Loving the tartan background. Oh, you like that? Yeah, I forget it's tartan.
It's very dark, deliberately. So he shines.
Well, you've been as pale as I am. Berlin.
Berlin, that was who it was. Well done, Debbie. Yeah, it would have been funny if I'd said it.
Right then. So, the name of a building that houses several medical practitioners, Dortmund, it was a clinic. So which ocean was larger?
It was the Pacific.
Specifically.
I struggle with that word as it is. You've seen me fall over with my feet trying to say that word at a quiz. It's one of those words that's a bogey word for me, and I struggle pronouncing it.
Number 3. What L is the science of accurate thinking? It is logic. Logic for 3.
Not something that Alex is very good at. Which word means funny? Haha. And is also a type of magazine. It is comic.
Comic for 4. Number 5. In the Bible, the father of Jacob and Esau was Isaac.
That's because you couldn't remember how to pronounce it, wasn't it?
Isaac.
It was Isaac. I thought it was pretty standard biblical name, isn't it? That ends in
Jesus.
C.
Number 6.
Yes, the name given for the brandy is cognac.
Cognac.
There was no A in there.
I know. Which hearty word begins and ends with C? Well, thinking about your system in your body, it's your cardiac system. It's your heart.
Hearty word.
Hearty. Cardiac.
Hold the cross high so I may see it through the flames. It was Joan of Arc who died in Rouen. Because that's how they pronounce it. Rouen. It is. You've been there. Have you? No?
We had Noah's wife. Thank you for Mill and Ted for that one. Number 9. The mountain that was climbed for the first time in 1786 was Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc for number 9. Or Mont Blanc. White Mountain. Anyway, and number 10.
The medical term for the reaction to the gluten protein is celiac.
Coelac.
Celiac.
Celiac. Alright, so that was your quiz. We're going to have probably 3-4 minutes till we do the scores in order.
That's gone so quickly.
Yeah, it has, hasn't it?
Really quickly tonight.
Excuse me. Claire got 18.
Let's have some more water. Do you want some more water?
I'm fine. Debbie got 20. Well done, Debbie. 16 for Sarah. Well done, Sarah. And Bobby's big sket. 18 and 18%, 20. I don't know, Kathy. 18 or 20. Either way, well done. High score.
I think that meant to be 18 out of 20 and she's got hit the wrong button.
I see. Fair enough. I'm stupid. 20
Yes,
points for
you
Rod
are.
Birtles. 20 points for Roy. 20 for Bev. 16 for Suzanne. All right, I've said I'm stupid. You don't need to highlight it. Thank you.
We've had an admittance.
It wasn't lost on anybody. We've got 14, 14, 22 and 16. Wonderful. Still waiting for a question about the Mediterranean. I thought you said the answer's in C.
Another full house. Nose bleeding here.
Well,
Don't get too excited that it pushes your blood pressure up too much.
65 in total for Fiona. Kitchen's got 18. Overall 73. Night all, sleepy face. Times 2. Stay safe. Stay well. You too, Tracy Ann. 71 for Sherry with quiz face. Well done to you lot. Well done indeed. Let's pop us back to there.
Yes, we're currently halfway through the series for Doctor Who. For our revision, we've got the best story of the series that we're about to watch, which is Blink. Oh, don't blink.
Thank you, Claire. See you on Friday. Like the River Thames ends in the sea. Very good, Paul. 80 for Kathy. Someone answer that phone, says Andrea. Bonus points not added in. They're not doing it again.
How many bonus points have you got? And we'll just type it in for you.
They should be. There isn't a...
Everybody else is putting them in.
Yeah. There you go. No, it is right. The bonus column is working.
71 out of 86 overall, says Amy. Oh, thank you, Jackie. Apparently we brighten a dull evening.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. Michelle says Blink is our favourite episode. It's a good one.
It is a cracking episode.
All right, one more minute until we get those scores in order. One more minute. Can I get a shout out before I go to Alexa set alarm? Very good.
He switched it off, unfortunately, Sarah. So,
Inquisition, how did you get 20 points in your bonus round? Inquisition got 20 points in the bonus round.
yeah, that's not possible.
I don't think so. Question, RE felt balls, no benefit to being under anymore? Yes. The closest to that going under... Sorry, the closest to that going over gets the points. If you are spot on, it's 5 points.
Yeah, 3 points if you're the closest but still under. But if you do manage to get it spot on, we give you a little bonus of an extra 2, taking up to 5 points.
Oh, well done, Michelle. Finally figured out how to do the quiz sheet. Well done. Very good.
Yeah, we're only on, what quiz number are we at?
68.
68?
She's not been with us for that long.
No.
Good grief. Violence in the gangster household. Okay, I think everyone's got the scoring that's going to get the scoring. Tommy plus 4 is just getting their scoring, so I'll give you a second.
Yeah, I think there should be a combination team when we're back in pubs between the gangsters and the Angry Birds. That could be fun to watch.
Thank you very much for the donation there, saying thanks, chaps. Thank you very, very much.
You got in there before I said it. I was about to say it.
My favourite episode is Vincent the Doctor. That's one of the better ones.
Yeah, that's a good one as well. But we did like. I really like the Human Nature Family of Blood ones as well.
My favourite was Love and Monsters.
Not. I think that was universally panned. I don't think it was too bad in the acting. It was just.
Thanks, Frank, on YouTube.
It was just the actual Peter Kay character in itself.
If you are 20 under or 20 over, it's the same. Well, whoever's the closest, that's the whole point, Debbie. I'm not. Maybe we're missing the point what you're making. I don't get it.
Yeah, it basically it's a way of doing our money pot, which is to be the closest but still under.
Thank you, Amy. Right, so let's have a look at those scores.
And we've had a little £3 donation from someone. Thank you so much for that.
Nearly there. That one. Nearly there. Oh, spectacle bears, you're too big. Sorry, guys.
Well, they've got the birds everywhere anyway.
They do. Can't get on the score sheets to Sarah Briley. Let me know your team name and what points you got. I'll do it for you, my love. Right. I haven't got it in the right order.
Love, you're getting them a bit over friendly there.
Sort. Doing it wrong.
81 for Cliff. Sarah says bye. Bye, Sarah.
Bye-bye, Sarah. Bye. Thank you for another fun evening. Thank you very much for joining, Janet Jacobs.
You get on with that. I'll read these out. Give me a chance to read them out for once.
Well, you can't because you always read them wrong. Right.
69 has got 75, but we're in Hove and keeping a low profile, so we haven't recorded our score.
Right. Fran and Indy got 36. Quizzitch Queen got 29. Jumping at 52 for Lone Angel, north of somewhere. 62 for Hungry Hogs. Quats Whiskers have 65. Bobby's Big Skets have 66, as well as Friends of Kilo and the Top Guns. We have the 70s, Cat Puke Cleaners, Charlie's Angel, and the Quizman and Her. With 71 is In What Gets Technical. With 72 is the Rubber Ducks. Two Quizzy Rascals have 73. Nosky Service have 74. With 75, it's Exile for the Good of the Realm. PG Tips. Sure to Have a Wash have 76, as well as Spectacle Bears. Neighbours have 77. With 78, it is Quizzed Harry. Photo Finish and Belgian Buns and number 32, as well as Angry Birds plus 2 are tying with 79. With 80 points, it is Ed Heads and Monty B. Tardy and the Gangsters, and Jamie's Giants and Mickey's Musketeers and the Glorious Sons of York. With 81 points, it is One Smart Fella, the Cheeky Slags, Portrait of a Clock at Midnight. With 82 is Kerno and the Indoor Boaters. BBC Actually, One Unicorn plus 2. The Smarties Bunch have 83, as well as the Expandables. The Know Nothings 2, as well as the Alamo Angels. Cheesy D's have 83 too. With 84 points is Channel Lockdown Factory. Tommy plus 4. With 85 is Best Brainiacs and the Kirby Hill. Next up, with One Was Walking with 86, Inquisition have 70, and that is our top answer. That's our top score. Team Sarah Briley, me, myself, and I. Are you on there? You are on there. I'll put it in for you. Not a problem. 1 second. 14.
20,
20.
18 and 14.
14 gives you 66. Thank you very much.
Precisely, Joe. Joe says breathe.
I'm good.
I won't put it that strongly.
So, One Was Walking out of the top with the Kirby Hill. That's our final scores there. All got a bit chaotic at the top there. Thank you very much for that donation.
One of our old regulars.
Top 2 on the score sheet. One Was Walking and Kirby Hill. Can't get on the score sheet. 75 from Andrew's Angels. Are you on there already? Let's have a quick check. Andrew. No, you're not. I'll just put you in there as is. Andrew.
This is Angels.
Andrew's Angels.
75.
75.
75.
75. Wonderful.
Slow that in.
Slotted it in.
Let them see where they're at.
Let them see where they're at. There you go.
What are we going to watch tonight? Another Discovery?
Yes. Thank you, Angela, for another awesome quiz. You guys get funny every time. Much yet today. Until Friday. Ciao. Mark, do you know CPR or first aid if he collapses? Fran says, I got 26. The bus that goes to Hollingbury from Churchill Square. I just spoke to the lady and you will get a prize, I think, or maybe something special. Please, can you read this? There you go.
Just scroll that back down again. Joe saying, Mark, do you know CPR or first aid if he collapses? Yes and no.
Wonderful. We're off to our Jenny's, or Claire's as they're known. Very good. Bye, says Alex Logan.
Bye, Alex.
Goodbye. We're going to leave you in 1 minute's time as it's 35 minutes past.
35 minutes past.
Yeah.
How quickly it has gone tonight.
I know.
But thank you all for joining us. Excuse me. And thank you all for joining us. It's been a lot of fun. It's gone so quickly.
It has. See you on Friday, Paul.
Thank you for the donations.
Thank you
We
kindly.
know that we tend to get a few more once the quiz we've dropped off the quiz. So thank you for that. With it not being able to say it directly to you. And
What the hell are you talking about?
I have no idea. I'm trying to multitask and talk at the same time, which isn't good.
Amy said, just how quickly the quiz went in our house as well. It did go quick, but we are ending at our normal time.
Yeah.
Which is the weird one. See you on Friday, gents, says Cliff. We got Roy from Colonel saying good night, see you on Friday. I'll have a happy birthday as well.
So it'll be rounds beginning with C on Friday, plus pick your score.
What starts with C? Cryptic start with C, don't they?
Yes, there might be a cryptic in there.
Thank you, Michelle. See you on Friday.
Oi, Joe Sangster.
He blithering. Yeah,
I
he
ain't
is.
blithering at all.
Right, that's it. That's our 1 minute timer. Thank you ever so much for playing, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always. We shall see you on Friday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, retweet, and all that lovely stuff. And we'll see you on Friday. Good night.